The film is finished. Now what do I do? Getting your deliverables in order. A lot of people don't tell you how you distribute your film once it's done. So I'm going to teach you deliverables today. Deliverables are certain items you must deliver to your distributor or sales agent so that they can distribute your film. Sounds easy enough, right? Here's the catch. These items can cost thousands of dollars, so after already you spent your budget, you still have to account for deliverables. And if you do not have deliverables, you will not get your film distributed. It's just as easy as that. Alright, here's an example of a deliverables list. This is for a sales agent. And it has about 20 items that they want you to deliver to them. And some of them are just one item per Roman numeral. But some have about 3 or 4 things that are needed in one of those numbers. So let's go over just a few of them, the big ones. A QC, you're going to need to have a quality control of the entire film, which means you have to send your master out to a lab and they have to do a QC report for you. So the QC is basically, are the video levels and are the audio levels within range so that it can be distributed on places like television because there's certain guidelines. Alright, you're also going to need various master tapes. And right now, the world is not digital, although hopefully it will be soon enough. But in some countries, you'll need to provide beta, you'll need to provide digibeta. Sometimes you will have to provide an HD cam tape or an HDSR tape. Alright, the third item you will not get distributed internationally unless you have this, a music and effects track. Basically what you do when you're sound designing is you have to separate all the audio. So the dialogue will get its own track, the music will get its own track, the ambience will get its own track, the Foley will get its own track. And so you will need to separate the dialogue out of your movie, and that's called a music and effects track only. And that is sent to a foreign country where they dub a different language into it. Alright, the DVD extras. Of course, no one wants to buy a DVD with just the movie on it these days. They want to have the extras, the behind-the-scenes featurette, the commentary tracks, all that sort of stuff. So whatever you have that's extra, throw it in there. Alright, the E&O insurance. The E&O insurance you must get for the U.S. We didn't have to get one for our foreign sales, but we had to get our errors and omissions insurance for the U.S., and that can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. It's very, very expensive. Alright, you'll also need a copyright certificate and show proof of a full chain of title. Now when you write your script, please send it off to the Library of Congress. Get it registered. Okay, you'll also, when you're done with your master, you'll also need to send the Library of Congress a DVD of your master of your film so that that can be registered as well. You'll need to have transcripts for everything, the entire feature and all the extras. So you have to have somebody transcribe every word of the movie. You're also going to need a music cue sheet. When does the music come in? At what time code? When does it go out? Alright, you will also need what's called layered key art. So there's the key art, and when I mean layered, I mean if it's built in Photoshop, you need to have all the different layers accompanying the Photoshop file. You also need high quality photos from your movie. You need really good stills for publicity purposes. Alright, so those are just some of the items that you'll need for deliverables. So in conclusion, make sure you think about deliverables before you finish your film. It'll save you a lot of heartache and a lot of money.